phenomenal game of football. Colorado Buffaloes versus Houston Cougars. And I'm not going to lie to you, this game been great. There's a lot of good things to talk about. There's some small things to also talk about. It's 14-16. We're down by 2 points. Ryan Luther King has come through once again, despite Pat Schumer, who seems like he doesn't want to improve, guys. But let me talk about the good things before we get to the bad things. Like I told you guys, to everybody who called me nonsense and said you're cap, Ryan is not a starter, you're doing the most blessed one. Well, I told you, Coach Prime makes the decision that your favorite coaches will never make. He started that man, not that boy, that man, Ryan Luther King. And Ryan has been performing despite what Pat Schumer has given us. Now, the offensive line. Impeccable offensive line. I know people are going to critique them. I was one of them who critiqued them during week number 1, but they bounced back and proved me wrong. They have improved. They're not missing assignments. And when guys do get to the quarterback, once again, these bubble screens are getting redundant. But let me fast forward. Your guy is the number 1 pick in the draft. Not this year, next year coming up, and that's Jordan Seaton. He's going to be top 5 in the NFL draft pick. Please don't tell me the announcers were glazing him too much. Did you see how they pulled him in to get Simeon Price that 30, 40-yard run? Did you see Jordan Seaton do that? He opened up he came in, stepped back, and went shifted towards his right and engaged the entire offensive front in a full frontal attack that opened up the seams for the running back to see clear windows. I'm talking about nobody home, clear windows. Shout out to Simeon Rice, man. But Houston Cougars are doing their thing, bro. I'm not going to lie to you. I told you the schedule gets rough and tough from here on out, bro. Houston has a great basketball team, a great football team. Shout out to one of my friends from Broward County, Florida, Jackie Candy, who was a defensive back at Houston. And I got a lot of, relationships with people who went to Houston University. And I'm not going to lie, I don't have anything negative to say about them. I'm only focusing on us. Colorado football. Now let's talk about the defensive line that we have. These guys have came through 2 weeks in a row, really 3, but somewhat I critique them. Like I said, you can criticize guys for one game and the next game, they're different. It's phenomenal. My criticism is not reserved every single game. No, it's only reserved based on how you played. So I'll give you proper props. I'll give you, measurable criticisms with respect coming with it. But the defensive line, guys, they changed the game a lot. We were well behind, and I'm going to talk about that later on in the video because of no thanks to Pat Schumer, but we were behind, and these guys stopped Houston rush. They came through. They averted the situation, and Houston running backs clear windows and seams got impeded by our defensive lines. Now, the linebackers, shout out to you guys for containing the rush a little bit more. But what's sad is, now here's the criticism, our linebackers sometimes look bad because they have to help out our defensive backs. Our defensive backs are 50-50 in this game again. This is the 3rd game where they're 50-50, like our young sophomore defensive back who had the interception, but he was getting burned all game against Delaware. Similar situations as having with this, but it's more of containment. It's not more of coverage problems. It's containment problems. There's a reason why you're a free safety and a strong safety out there. Help us and be the safe coverage man. And that's not going on. So you got a lot of your skillful linebackers for the Colorado. They're reverting and changing into zone coverage and then press coverage. It's almost unfair. It's like, help your man out. But when it's all said and done, this is the rest of the video, what I'm going to talk about. Coach Prime, I love you. You made the decision that you had to do for the quarterback position, and none of us are mad at you. I got my jersey on. I mean, it's not a jersey, but it feels like I'm in the game with you guys. I got my Colorado gear with me. So let's talk about the real truth, what needs to happen. Pat Schumer has to go. Maybe you keep him on the team. Maybe you make him the recruiting analyst, the offensive analyst, but he can't lead the play callings anymore. Something has to change. I'm not all for firing people, getting rid of people, because Pat Schumer didn't do nothing to me or anything to the players. But what he is doing, it looks like sheer self-sabotage, unwillingness to get out of your way and have proper plays and making adjustments. He reminds me of no other than Kevin Stefanski at Cleveland Browns. You know, the predictable, watered-down play calling over there that's been abysmal for the Cleveland Browns organization. Well, for the Colorado Buffaloes, 2 years and a half now, we're stuck with Pat Schumer, and there has never been improvements. I argued all week about bubble screens, and I left my foot off the gas for 2.5 days so I can give our players some grace. It doesn't look good when you're only criticizing a team you say you represent. So I took my foot off the gas because I trust Coach Prime, and he's made the great decision making that you expect from a great leader. He's galvanized his players, such as the defensive lines. They look new and improved. Can we be honest? He's galvanized the linebackers. They're containing better. What's weird is Coach Prime is defensive back dream to coach, and our defensive backs are not. Man, bro, I'm not gonna lie. Two main weakness of our team, and that might keep us. Well, I don't believe it is gonna keep us. I believe we'll go to the playoffs. But two things in the way is defensive backs not feeling comfortable during game time decisions. And that's going to cost us a lot. But the real issue, it's Pat Schumer, man. It's Pat Schumer. I've seen a lot of fans flip-flopping on Ryan Staubs. They're saying it's a bad decision to start him at quarterback. They were laughing at him. I watch everything, bro. It's game time, and I really got a lot going on. My daughter just won the championship with her middle school girls flag football team. Congratulations to her and those Cougars over there. No pun intended. And we're playing the Cougars with Colorado. But they played, and their team are the Cougars as well. And shout out to her. So I got a lot going on, and I'm not going to miss these games. I should have went live for us, but you see they're covering down real quick and striking channels for covering these games. So next time we cover these games, we can cover it, but we're not going to show the video. We're just going to vibe together. We'll put the StreamYard. We can talk about the games together as it goes on. We'll have fun. I found a new way around it. We'll have the music. We'll have everything to enjoy ourselves. But right now, man, I'm telling you, Pat Schumer has to get demoted. Like, this can't keep continuing, bro. We're going to be playing real teams, and Houston is one of them. This isn't Delaware anymore, and this isn't Alice trying to get her tail to Wonderland, trying to see the mystical, magical wizard with the green suit. This isn't that, man. It's game time, and my conclusion is what's going to cost us if we keep him is Pat Schumer, man. I will go in depth and deeper and explain more what I've noticed in him. Just give me time, and I'm going to make a better, serviceable video for all of y'all. But it's halftime. What you expect. It's only halftime report. The score is 14-16. I'm comfortable where we're at. Where we're at before, it was uncomfortable. You know what I mean? It was very much uncomfortable. It was 10-6 or whatever. It was more than that, but my mind is everywhere, man. My bad, because I'm on Pat Schumer. But I'll break it down better for you guys when the game is over, so we can go deeper, because Coach Prime has to cover that, whether we win the game or not, which I think we're going to win. I just don't want to disrespect Houston and say we will win and all that with nothing but disrespect. You have to have respect for your opponents, especially ones like Houston, who's been very respectful to our organization, because we know all these players of other teams always try to get their photo op moments and do the most and say something about our players, or as you've seen the other team we play, Georgia Tech, want to criticize our coaches. But nonetheless, Pat Schumer, it's over. Look, ladies and gentlemen, meet me back after the game. We'll have a better synopsis, a better video. But I'm DJ Blessone, the best one. Love your family, love your kids, and stay blessed. Mama say